Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie, and I'm coming to you live this afternoon from my craft studio in Wasaga Beach, Ontario, Canada. So this is Craft Spot, Wednesday afternoon, 4 p.m. It's usually Craft Spot. I had put in my Sunday email that I had to cancel it this week because I had a conflict. I had some other plans that were getting in the way, and then those plans got changed. So it's like, okay, no problem. I'll do my live. I'll just, put up a post earlier in the day to tell people that I'd be going live with Craft Spot at 4 o'clock this afternoon. You ever have one of those days? Today was one of those days. Oh my goodness. It was, it's not been bad in any way at all. I'm just not, I don't know, not getting stuff done the way the way I had thought that I would. And some things have gotten in the way, and I've, had diversions. And okay, I will confess there's been a couple of squirrels, but anyway, here we are. I am here, and hopefully you will find me. And if you don't find me right now, hopefully you will find the replay of this a little bit later. So I am just going to call this up here. I'm using my old tablet again, and it's slow. But oh, and now it's gone somewhere funny. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to be here. Let's go back here. Let's come out of that. Let's do what we usually do, shall we? Rather than pushing different buttons and hoping that it's going to do the old stuff that it used to do. Anyway, never mind. Okay. So, what do we have today? It is February 26th, and February is short month. Remember, only 28 days this year. That means there's only 2 days after today for celebration. So, you don't want to miss out on celebration. And I thought today we would play with one of my favorite items available during celebration, and that is the Starstruck embossing folder. So I'm going to show you that in just a moment. And we're going to play with it just a little bit, make some cards, hopefully some lovely cards, some pretty cards, some pretty cards. But it's an awesome embossing folder, and you can get it absolutely free with a qualifying purchase. In Canada, that is a $75 purchase. Okay, so if you would like to shop, I would love to invite you to shop through my online store. And I'd also like to invite you to use my host code if your order is less than $200. And why don't I just drop down here to the crafting area, and then, oh, what did I do? Oh, there we go. Oh, just being slow. I did it all right. There is my current host code. So I would like to invite you to place an order in my online store that you can connect with at greatstampingwithconnie.com, and then click on the Shop Now link, or the this host code box, or the host code. It's in a number of places on my website. You will see it. And if you spend $75, you could get this embossing folder absolutely free. You see that? It's called Starstruck, and these are like little stars with starbursts all around it, but they also look like flowers. So it's a hugely versatile embossing folder. And it's not, I mean, you definitely see it, but it can be subtle as well. So there's just lots you can do with it. And we're going to do a couple of fun things with it today. So don't miss out on that. Now, I mentioned that I would like to invite you to use this host code if your order is less than $200. But in reality, if your order is over $100, $125, what you really want to consider is joining the Great Stampin' Believers team, right? You can join the Stampin' Up! Crafting community. You select $165 of any product you want, anything at all that Stampin' Up! Sells, and you pay just $135 for that. In Ontario, there is no tax and there is no shipping on that. So it's just $135, and you get $165 worth of product delivered right to your door. No additional tax, no shipping. And right now, you may also select two full packs of Stampin' Write markers. So 2 color families of Stampin' Write markers, and you will also get a special stamp set. So it's an awesome deal. It's over a $200 value starter kit, and you only pay $135. There is no obligation to uh, host classes or do demonstrations, do live presentations either in person or online. You don't have to do any of those things if you don't want to. Of course you can, and I'd love to help you with that, but you do not have to. You could just be a happy shopper enjoying a minimum 20% discount on everything you order, as well as early access to products, a great crafting community, both within Stampin' Up and within our Great Stampin' Believers team, and special Facebook groups, events, all sorts of things. The list goes on and on. And everything is, as you choose. What's it say? Preparing. It says it's preparing live stream. Am I not really live? I think I'm live. I don't know what it's doing. I have a message on my screen. It says it's preparing the live stream. Okay, well, we will see what we get. Let's move on to some crafting. Well, I think we're still here. So this is a piece of garden green two-tone cardstock. And I have embossed it with this Starstruck embossing folder. And now I am going to bring in a sanding block. So you can use any sanding block. You want a fairly fine grit tier sandpaper. You could use an emery board. This happens to be a Stampin' Up! Sanding block. We used to sell these, and perhaps they will bring them back because we have two-tone cardstock again, and we are going to continue to have two-tone cardstock. Really cool things with it. So I have embossed this, and now I am just going to gently rub this with my sanding block. And what I'm doing is actually I'm sanding the top layer of the garden green cardstock. Oh, look who's come to help. Hello, Oscar. Can I put you down, please? Because you are right in the way. He has been quite the cat lately. Oh my goodness, he's getting up onto my shelving unit and just, randomly pushing stuff onto the floor. It's a great game, apparently. It's driving me bonkers. I actually locked him out of here last night. So MSH came down and he said, "Oh, was Oscar being bad?" Because he was sitting right outside the door, but the door was closed. So he figured he had been banished from the craft room. And he was correct because he was driving me nuts. Okay, so now look what we have. We have green background and white flowers. Isn't that cool? And we can turn that into a quick and easy card. So I have brought some card bases. I wasn't exactly certain what all I was going to do, so I've grabbed some bits and pieces. Hopefully I don't have to run and get too much other than what I have at hand. I'm just going to fold this. Oh, he's coming back. Let me come around the other way then, Mom. Would that be all right? I'll just walk through here. Keep going. You could keep going. Oh my goodness. What a goofball. Okay, and then I was going to put this onto here. Oh, don't have that folded very well, do I? Let's just fix that up. It may need to be trimmed. It looks like it might have been cut a little bit. Clearly. I'd say blame the operator, but you know who the operator is, right? Yours truly. So we will just trim this up and everything will be nice and square. Okay, I think we're good. Now, I'm gonna put that on there. I'm not sure which direction I'm going to put it yet, but I was thinking this is all about the embossing folder. So let's pull out some supplies for quick and easy cards beyond that. So I have pulled out some of our ephemera. I thought, well, let's use some of these. I just got these recently and I love them. This is the Greetings for All Mix and Match ephemera is in the January to April mini catalog if you are looking for it in print, but you can find it in my online store. I put these out here because I wanted to share with you. I like to keep the package just so I know what it is. So I'm just going to stick that. Actually, I'm just going to leave it. Maybe I will trim it down a little bit so that it fits nicely right into there. This is one of our Claremont stamp cases, and we sell these. You can buy these in a package. I believe it's a package of 4 Claremont stamp cases, and they are awesome for storing all sorts of things, but definitely the ephemera. So this is all sentiments in this package. So there's black on white, and there's two versions of that, and there's white on black. And you get 6 sheets in the package. So you have 2 of each of these 3 designs. So what was I thinking? Perhaps maybe Oh Happy Day, thankful for you. Just a note, thanks, maybe just a big thanks or a happy birthday. I will do a happy birthday at some point. Do I want this happy birthday? I'm not sure. I haven't decided. It's a plan as you go kind of afternoon. I was at our paper pumpkin and kits party last night. We got talking about how I have these ideas in my brain before I go live, and sometimes they work out beautifully, and other times things go a little sideways. But we we pretty much always end up with something lovely at the end of the day. So it's all good. I'm thinking just like that. Keep it simple, and it will be lovely. So I am going to use liquid glue for this because it is embossed. And so I want the glue to sort of sink down into all the little crevices. Don't. Right down on there. Go. And then I will, oh, not quite straight. Oh, give it a smush. Twist it a little bit. Okay. Now I want some dimensional. Oh, running low on dimensionals in my bucket here. I may need to grab another sheet. Okay. I'm going to put this right down near the bottom here. And then I think I'm going to put dimensionals on here as well. Oh, this flower these were in the annual catalog, fully flowering ephemera pack. So that's where this came from, if you are wondering. But the ephemera, it's so much fun to play with. You just kind of, you just sort of set everything out in front of you, and then you just kind of pick and choose and set stuff down until you see something that makes you go, yes, yes, I like that. And then, of course, all we need are some gems, a little bit of bling. Look at this. This will go beautifully, I think. Hopefully it's not too purple. I don't think it's too purple. So I think this is actually fresh freesia. And this is bubble bath and petunia pop. But I think it will all kind of coordinate because this is not going right on top of that. It's going on the green over here. Whoop. And actually, hard to see on camera, and a little bit hard to see in real life. I'm not sure I want it there. We might go over here with it. And maybe just put a couple small ones down here. Or up here. Or over here. Out here. Maybe. Put that one there. Look, I'm going to move this one yet again. This poor gem. He will have a home. So, he will have a home. I promise. He's going to be on the card. But we have more space on this end than we have up here. So we're going to put the small one up there, and then we're going to come back and get this larger one and put it over there. Okay, I think we're done with putting the gems on that card. Ooh, that was a challenge, wasn't it? Okay, so there is a lovely card using the embossing folder and two-tone cardstock and sanding the top off just for a really cool effect. Okay, and then here we go. I have another piece. This is just basic white that I have embossed, and I am going to bring in some bubble bath and some daffodil delight. And let's just do it all, shall we? Soft sea foam and a azure afternoon. So we got lots of colors going on, and I'm bringing in sponge daubers for these. There we go. And what I'm going to do is just sponge dauber the raised parts. So perfect size just to daub over. Oh, I should maybe I should put a piece of scrap paper underneath for when I do that. I won't get ink everywhere that I would then later put things in. And I'm not really paying any attention to, how close things are or how frequently I'm using the pink. I'm just randomly adding pink to this card, and we will sort it out after. It will all work out in the end because it's a handmade card. So just noticed I have a lot of ink down the side. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but we'll just wipe that up. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with maybe I will do some daffodil delight next. Get some nice bright yellow going on here. Could have used lemon lolly, but you will see in a moment that I've pulled out a piece of ephemera that has daffodil delight flowers. So see, there was actually some thought to all of this. Believe it or not, it's true. There's not a lot of thought to where I'm stamping these colors though, and I might run into just a little bit of back-to-back colors, but we'll see. Where else do we want to go? Maybe just there for now. Okay, I will stop there for the moment. Bring in the azure afternoon. Starting to fill in some of the gaps here. And I only have one more color, soft sea foam, so we may have to cycle back and add some of the other colors, some of the spots that are still open, but we'll see in a moment. This actually looks like it's turning out quite well. Somehow it always seems to. Okay, so we need a little bit here. I think that's blue because we've got yellow and pink on the edges there. And what's this? This is yellow. Right up there. This is blue. So you can just kind of see what's not in the neighborhood at the very end and fill in with that. And there we go. Everything's been daubed, shall we say. You've been daubed. You've been dabbed with a dauber or daubed with a dabber or, whatever. Okay. So I'm just going to set these up here and move the inks to the side. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? Like, doesn't that just scream spring or Easter? I think we'll make this into a spring themed Easter card. Look, I have a yellow butterfly here that I could fussy cut because it just happened to be sitting here. It's not ephemera, but it's Daffodil Delight, so it kind of coordinates with what we're doing here. And it's a butterfly, which is spring, sort of. There's butterflies all summer, but somehow we sort of think of butterflies as spring, I think, don't we? I don't even know what this was going to be for, but it's something that would have ended up in the bits bucket because it didn't go on to whichever card it was originally intended for. Must have had a change of heart on that. And then here are the flowers. It's kind of forsythia-like, which is definitely spring. See that? Regardless, it's pretty. It's bright yellow and it's lovely. So what do we want? Okay, I didn't bring a whole lot of card bases. And I thought I brought, yes, I did. I did bring pink. So I guess maybe this one is going to be bubble bath and yellow. I think that will work okay. Okay, so this is going to go on to here. I made these pieces a little bit larger than that one. We could cut it down. We could leave just a narrow border. Let's just see. This is fairly large, so we might need to leave it big. This here and the butterfly. Maybe the butterfly up top, move this over a little bit. And where did my sentiment? Where did my sentiments go? Okay. I put them in a container and now I can't find them. I put them somewhere safe. Yeah. Okay, so look, we have Happy Easter in here. We have two Happy Easters. We have this one, which I think is probably a better shape if we're going to include the butterfly, maybe. Or we have, I don't think I want the black. I don't think it says Happy Easter in the black anyway. But we do have this one as well. Easter. Does the butterfly look disjointed? As in it's just kind of hanging in there without any particular place to go? I'm not certain. It does a little bit, I think. Let's see. I think this is too small. These two are too similar in size. I think this is actually a better shape. I wonder. You don't have a smaller version of this pink, and if I try to cut it, you know it will not go well. I do have a white one. Then that's kind of white on white, isn't it? It's not terrible, but no, I'm not loving that. Okay, so this is supposed to be quick and easy, but but sometimes it's hard to make a decision, right? Look, I've turned this. I'm wondering if that might be the ticket. I do like it turned this way. There's no right or wrong for direction on these. Do it that way or this way. I think with the point at the top, it somehow it supports the flower out the side a little bit better. I wonder if there's other flowers we should be considering. Okay, now I'm just opening up a big kettle, right? Maybe this one right on the top. Oh, but then we've got really pink on pink, don't we? Not sure about that. That's not quite the right color. What else do we have in here? This is kind of soft sea foam, but it's maybe a little bit too light, a little bit pale for what we have going on. We got a lot of fairly intense color in the background, so I think we need to just kind of go with that level of intensity. A possibility. What else do we have in here? We have the one that we used on the last card, but maybe just a little bit of, some yellow. Okay, so let me just pop out a few of these things and we can just kind of play a little bit. Since what I was kind of thinking of is not quite, it's not grabbing me, shall we say. I did not immediately fall in love with it. I do want to do Easter though. I do like because I don't think there's a spring theme, even though the card is spring colors, but I think it's kind of Easter. Do something like that. Where did and we don't have to use this butterfly, but okay, you know what? I am going to I'm going to glue this down because it's a little bit rounded and warped and it's sort of distorting my view of things, shall we say. You'll be pleased to know I already made some decisions on the other one that I think will still work. I have one more card to share. I think I have it all kind of laid out the way I want to go with it. So it was just this one because I hadn't done the color on it yet. Look, I just got some glue on there. Just clean that off. Okay. So we have this flower. Where's our happy Easter god? Let's put him in there because we know we're going to use that. We've got that one. That might be an awful lot, though. It's a little bit big, isn't it? Maybe the smaller one. And a little bit of small sprig of greenery. It's close, but I don't. Oh, maybe like that. Or here's something else, she says. Okay, so last night at our paper pumpkin and kits, I was working on the Hello Spring. Hello Spring, look at that. I wonder if there's a sentiment in there I should be using. I did look at the stamps, but don't know that there's anything that says spring, is there? Thanks for helping me grow. Sending love to a wonderful friend. Oh, look, hello, spring. There is. I don't know that I want that for a sentiment, but look what is in here. Let me just dig through here. Because these cards have a lot of pieces layered almost on top of each other. And we were looking at it and we were sort of thinking that it was a little bit too much. And so I made a couple cards and I put less pieces on them. And I like how they turned out. So I know I am going to have extra pieces from this kit. Look, we could use some of this. That's very dark, but these are just a little softer. I don't think that's the right one. And I don't know that this is the right one. This is very large. What else do we have? This is good colors. Right. It's just going right across here. You know, if I came back and looked at all this tomorrow, I'm sure any of it would look fine. It's just in the moment trying to make a decision, right? Or maybe I just do some greenery. We skip but flowers are kind of need some flowers for Easter, don't we? Do we? I don't know. Maybe we don't. Maybe just a tiny bit of flower. I could cut this. Do I dare? I'm going to dare. Maybe. Okay. The next idea. Oh. So I was cutting some pieces for Connie's craft along tomorrow night, but I have time to cut more for that. But look, maybe some of this. That one or a smaller one. I have so many things going on here. Nope, that's too small with the with that big greenery. What about just a little bit of a little splash of yellow flower? Okay, maybe this one. This might be the guy right there with the greenery and the happy Easter. What do we think? I think that's it. See if you play long enough. Eventually. Oh, and what about our dear little butterfly? Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not, Mr. Butterfly. You might have to wait for yet another card. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one down flat. Okay, here we go. Glue this down right about there. I'm going to pop this one up on dimensionals. I'm gonna have to use some of these little dimensionals because I don't have large ones here. I believe I have run out. Whoops. Okay, well, we're gonna put 4 on here in random places. I struggle to get the backs off of these little guys. I don't know. I tend to pull the whole thing off. I think I'm just a little bit too rough with them or something. I'll put this right about there. Just dangling off the bottom a little bit. And we're going to pop this guy up as well. Again, with little dimensionals, because that's what we have on the go here. Go. Right about there. And I think that works. Okay, I think I'll put this whole thing down flat. And I probably should have used liquid glue, but we'll just go very generous with our tape runner because I just grabbed the tape runner. Put this pretty much middle. Don't, and I don't think we have a home for our butterfly, do we? I think we'll leave him for another card. Scoop all of these things up and back into here. This is paper pumpkin. It can go over there. Oh, good grief. This is paper pumpkin. It can go over there. But we need something bright and shiny, I think. We want gold, or what do we want? Sort of shiny yellow. I think we want it shinier. Silver? No, not silver, I don't think, actually. Something bright, something fun, something. Don't know what we want. Those are balmy blue, and no, they don't go with yellow though. Oh, what about these? These are all colors. These might work. These are iridescent. So they're kind of pinks and purples and all sorts of pretty colors. Use 3 large ones. There. Oh, yes. It does pick up all the pretty colors. So there you go. An Easter card with that embossing folder, which was where it all started, right? It was all about the embossing folder. Okay, so the next one hopefully is a little bit more organized. Let's just see. I'm going to put some of this stuff back in here. I think we might do it as a birthday card. Not positive we're going to use that birthday, but let's see where we go with this. Okay. Now you've had a little sneak peek for tomorrow's craft along as well, haven't you? Okay, azure afternoon, and as I mentioned, I did already do the daubers for this. So, okay. So for this one, I used azure afternoon, soft sea foam, and wild wheat. Okay, and I used wild wheat because that's the color in this. So this is azure afternoon, and this is wild wheat. And that was what I picked out to go on there, probably on here. And that's going to be perhaps a little too big. So, so maybe we're doing another Easter card. Maybe, oh, maybe, eh? What else do we have? We have best wishes. We have another happy birthday, but it's also quite large. We have best wishes. Don't know that this is really Easter colors. So maybe just best wishes. Merry Christmas? No, I don't think so. How about thanks? Happy Valentine's Day? Also no. Happy holidays? No. Oh, we could use sorry for your loss. But let's keep it happy today. Okay, how about thanks? I kind of like the best wishes better on there. Maybe? No, not up there. Down near the stem. Sweet baby, missing you. We have a best wishes that's long and narrow. But here's the other thing. We've got all these great sentiments, but then we also have them in different shapes, which is really fun. Best wishes. I have a just a note that's sort of a similar sort of thing to the best wishes, but smaller. A bit too small. Best wishes. Nope. I actually like either the just a note, though it's a little small. Maybe we just stick with the best wishes, eh? Here's a medium size in between just a note and that best wishes. So if you keep looking, you find more. That's nice. That doesn't cover up my flower, so that one might work, eh? Okay, let's do that one. I'm just going to see, here's the advantage of having your ephemera in a case. Now, because I have punched these out, they could easily get lost or bent or whatever. But when they're in this nice solid case, they stay protected. There we go. And they're all nicely held within there. Okay, liquid glue again, because this is embossed. We're slow today, aren't we? No, I'm slow today. Too many decisions. Just when you think you have it all worked out, eh? Oh. And then there's the question, should I turn this card landscape? Could do it this way, couldn't I? Could dangle that off the edge. No, we need it on here to take up. But we could do it this way. Let's just stick with stick with the original plan, so that the only question is square top or pointy top. I think maybe square top on this one, and then we have a nice amount of room for our sentiment. Okay, so I am going to glue this piece on. That message that it's preparing the live stream is still on my screen. I don't know what it means. Technology, yes, yes, we love it, ish. Some days we love it. Some days it just frustrates us because we don't understand it. At least I don't, and I don't know how to change it or use it sometimes. No. I said to someone the other day, I just push buttons until something happens that looks like what I want, and they laughed. But it's kind of true. Especially with some new things that I've not used and I don't really know, and that, doesn't seem to be any immediate help around. I suppose there's always help. Mr. Google knows everything, but sometimes I'm too impatient to ask Mr. Google to help. Well, I don't mind asking him. I just don't have the patience to read all that stuff. I just want somebody to tell me what to do. So I make a good student in a class when there's a teacher, but I'm not as good at reading and learning. I'd rather listen and do. I think many of us learn by doing. One of the supervisors at work said that people forget 80% of the things that they hear. They remember 80% of the things that they see, and almost 100% of the things that they do. I think that was how it went anyway. The percentages might have been a little off, but the point is that if you just tell someone all the things to do, they're not likely to remember it. But if you show them what you want them to do, a better chance of success. And then if you have them do it, the chance of them retaining that goes way up. So when you're teaching skiing, don't explain everything endlessly. Just give them enough to kind of get going and then get them doing it. Hey, antique pearls? Perhaps, eh? These are, they're not wild wheat, but they're a little bit of that, almost that tone. I think they might just look very nice on here. 3 sizes as well. Isn't that fun? Lots of variety there. So there we go. This embossing folder, put it on your list before Friday, okay? Friday, end of day, it's all over. The end of celebration, which is kind of sad because it's always nice to get extra free stuff when you're placing an order. But don't miss out. If you need help with an order, or you have questions, or you want to join my team, reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you about it. Love to have you join our crafting community, and welcome you to our world. Okay, that is Craft Spot for today. It is the Starstruck embossing folder. You will love it. It's a great embossing folder. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And I will be back tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. for Connie's Craft Along. And I hope that you will join me for that. Take care, everyone. Bye.